Imagine walking into a room and commanding attention without saying a single word. Imagine speaking and people instantly listening, respecting, and believing in what you say. This isn't luck, and it's not reserved for the naturally gifted. It's confidence, true, unshakable, unstoppable confidence. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you create. And the secret lies deep within the psychology of how your mind perceives yourself and the world around you. Most people believe confidence is a feeling, something that comes and goes depending on the situation. But real confidence isn't about feelings. It's about certainty. The people who seem naturally confident aren't guessing whether they belong in the room. They aren't hoping they'll be taken seriously. They know they will. They've trained their brains to expect success rather than doubt themselves. But what if your mind has been trained to expect the worst? What if, instead of certainty, your brain is wired for self-doubt, hesitation, and fear? This is where most people get trapped, stuck in an endless cycle of insecurity, unable to break free. The reason confidence feels so elusive is because your brain has spent years collecting evidence that you are not enough. Every failure, every rejection, every awkward moment, your mind remembers it all. It builds a case against you, replaying those moments over and over again until self-doubt becomes your default state. The worst part? Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. Because to your subconscious, confidence is a risk. Confidence makes you step outside of your comfort zone, makes you take chances, makes you vulnerable to failure. And failure, to your survival-wired brain, feels like danger. So what does it do? It convinces you to play small. It makes you second-guess yourself. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that you don't belong. And most people believe it. They listen to that voice and stay stuck, waiting for confidence to magically appear. But it never does. Because confidence isn't given, it's built. The only way to rewire your brain for unstoppable confidence is to do the very thing it fears. You must take action before you feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after it. Think about the first time you tried something new. Maybe it was speaking in public, taking on a leadership role, or starting a difficult project. You probably felt uncertain, maybe even terrified. But then, you did it. And maybe it wasn't perfect, but something changed. You realized you survived. You proved to yourself that you were capable. And with each repetition, the fear faded. That's the psychology of confidence. It's not about eliminating fear, but about acting in spite of it. The most confident people in the world weren't born fearless. They simply stopped letting fear control them. They trained their minds to expect success, even in the face of uncertainty. They built an identity around confidence, not by thinking about it, but by proving it to themselves through action. And here's where it gets interesting. Your brain is watching you. It's constantly collecting data, updating its beliefs based on what you do. Every time you hesitate, you reinforce the belief that you're not ready. But every time you push forward, every time you speak up, every time you step into discomfort, your brain rewires itself. It starts to believe, I am capable. I belong here, I can handle this, and that belief becomes your reality. But this is where most people fail, because confidence isn't built overnight. It's not a switch you flip, it's a muscle you strengthen. And like any muscle, it requires resistance. It requires you to step into situations that challenge you, that make you uncomfortable, that force you to grow. And growth is painful. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, times when fear creeps back in. And this is the moment where most people retreat, where they tell themselves, maybe I'm just not confident. But the truth is, those moments are the test. The universe is asking, how badly do you want this? And only those who push through, who refuse to let temporary discomfort define them, who keep showing up despite the fear, those are the ones who develop the kind of confidence that can never be taken away. So ask yourself, how long are you willing to let doubt dictate your life? How many opportunities will you miss? How many dreams will you abandon simply because you don't feel ready? The truth is, you will never feel ready. And that's exactly why you must act now. Because the only way to become confident is to prove to yourself that you already are.